If you've been thinking about selling your home in Leamington or Kingsville, but you're not quite sure when to do it, you're definitely not alone. One of the most common questions I get is, when's the best time of year to sell? And while there's no one-size-fits-all answer, there's a very clear seasonal pattern in our local market. Understanding those patterns can make a big difference in how fast your home sells, how much it sells for, and how smooth the entire process feels. I'm Linda Hakr with Jump Realty, and I help homeowners all across Leamington decide not just how to sell, but when to sell for the best possible outcome. Since it's early February and we're right on the edge of the spring market, this is actually the perfect time to be having this conversation. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the best times of year to sell in Leamington, the trickier season, and how to approach them, and how to make timing work in your favor, no matter what the calendar says. All right, so spring is the most talked about season. That would be late March through May is traditionally the busiest time of year for home sales. The snow is gone, curb appeal comes back to life, and buyers are energized. Families are thinking ahead of summer moves, school transitions, and fresh starts. In Leamington and Kingsville, spring is typically when we see the most buyer activity, the most new listings hitting the market, and a strong sense of momentum. But here's the part that people don't always talk about. More buyers also means more competition. Buyers have options in spring, so standing out becomes critical. Homes that are staged well, priced strategically, and marketed professionally tend to do very well. Homes that aren't fully prepared can get lost in the shuffle. If you're thinking about selling this spring, now is the time to prepare. February is when I'm helping sellers declutter, tackle small repairs, finalize pricing strategy, plan photography, and marketing timelines. The homes that launch confidently in March are usually the ones that started preparing weeks or even months earlier. All right, summer. It's a strong season for lifestyle homes. So let's talk about summer, and this is one that surprises a lot of people. You might think summer slows down because kids are out of school and families are on vacation, but in Leamington and Kingsville, summer can actually be a very strong time to sell. Why? Because lifestyle really shines here. Buyers get to experience walkable neighborhoods, proximity to the lake, patios, pools, decks, outdoor entertaining spaces, the overall pace of life that draws people in Leamington and Kingsville in the first place. There may be fewer buyers than in the spring, but the buyers who are active in summer are usually highly motivated. They're often relocating, downsizing, or working within firm timelines. Success in summer comes down to presentation, well-maintained lawns, clean outdoor spaces, bright interiors with natural light. If your home feels fresh and move-in ready, summer buyers tend to move quickly. Now let's talk about fall, especially September and October. Fall is one of the most underrated times to sell. By this point, casual browsers have stepped away, but serious buyers, they're still active. Many waited out the busy spring market or simply weren't ready earlier in the year. Fall often brings fewer new listings, less competition, buyers who are focused and decisive. Leamington and Kingsville also looks fantastic in the fall. Mature trees, cozy streets, great natural light. Timing matters here. Once Halloween passes, activity tends to slow down quickly. If you're planning a fall sale, ideally you want to be on the market before Thanksgiving to capture that window. Now, let's talk about winter, because this one deserves a bit more honesty. Winter is often described as a slow season, but that doesn't automatically mean low inventory. This past winter in Leamington, we actually saw more homes on the market than many people would expect. A lot of listings carried over from the fall. Some sellers chose not to wait for spring, and buyer hesitation meant homes were sitting longer. So, while there were still buyers out there, competition between listings didn't disappear. What really changed in winter is buyer behavior. Winter buyers tend to be more intentional, less emotional, more price conscious. They're not casually browsing. They're doing the math. Winter can still work, but expectations need to be realistic. Pricing, condition, and positioning matter even more, and timelines can be longer. Homes that are overpriced or not presented properly tend to sit, while well-prepared homes that are priced right, they can still sell. The advantage of selling in the winter isn't about having no competition. It's about appealing to serious buyers who are ready to make decisions. So when is the best time to sell? Here's the bottom line. The best time to sell your home? It depends on you. Depends on your timeline, your home's features, your personal goals. Spring and early fall tend to bring the most activity. Summer highlights lifestyle. Winter can still work with the right strategy and expectations. And with spring right around the corner, this is the moment to start planning before the market gets crowded. If you like this video, make sure that you hit the like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.